All right, so welcome to episode 10 of Holland&Hobbs. If you're looking a little different today, it's not because it's Halloween coming up and I'm Vader.
What
Some,
this is just what you wear
Yeah,
on Tuesdays, right?
basically,
Okay,
yeah.
I was just checking.
my PJs.
Sometimes he does
I
wear
come
that.
ready.
Yeah.
We all didn't get the memo,
I did not.
unfortunately.
I did
Well, and
not.
I had said I would dress up if my costume arrived, and the mail had not run yet. So
If I had known, I would have been Princess Leia, but here I am. I mean, I don't have the hair
man,
for it, but I could get a
they
wig.
make like like
Yes,
the
headband.
headbands, yeah, buns.
Could have made that
Well,
happen.
this is episode 10. And being episode 10, we have our first guest. And to introduce who we have right now, she owns 8 restaurants in the
Mm.
greater Huntsville area. Those restaurants include Church Street Wine Shop, Purveyor, Library Piano Bar, Bazaar's Vinoteca,
Mm.
Poorhouse, Catacomb Speakeasy, Sea Salt Urban Oyster Bar, Church Street, Test Kitchen, and Little Mazars in Athens. She is the co-founder, COO, and CMO of Church Street Family Hospitality Group. This is Stephanie Kennedy Mel.
Yes.
A lot of good
Yes.
restaurants in that
Thank
lineup.
you.
Not gonna
Nice to have
lie,
you.
Got 'em
Nice to
I'm
have
a
you.
all.
fan. I've been to like quite a few of those.
Mhm.
It's a few I have not been to though. I still haven't been to the catacombs yet. It's on
Oh
my
my
list.
That
gosh.
one's good, and then whatever.
See, Mazara's is a favorite, which
That's
we have Little
good.
Mazara's in Athens here.
Purveyor's good.
Okay, my
Purveyor's
issue with
amazing.
catacombs, not an issue with the restaurant itself, it's a personal issue.
Isn't
I got
it?
I got to make reservations, and I'm terrible with reservations.
And that is
I
a
gotta plan it.
reservation only.
See, I gotta plan it. That's
Yeah.
what it is. I am a
Yeah.
let me show up and we walk in the door, sit down type of
Well,
person.
let me give you a hint. Again, you can't pre-plan. So let's just say you're downtown
Okay.
Huntsville, walking around,
Mhm.
just ate at Purveyor, and you look up the building that Catacomb is in. Is right there on the corner of Jefferson and Clinton,
Okay.
and it'll say downtown storage because it's a storage unit. And we have 2 red lights on either side of the building. If you see one of those red lights on, it means we're accepting walk-ins.
Ooh.
I never
And-
knew that.
No, that is very local.
You're not supposed to because it's
Okay.
a speakeasy.
Maybe the
See?
hotels really know. Very few people know.
It's a secret.
You see the see?
Yeah.
Never know.
Since if you did make a reservation,
Okay.
you would get an email the morning of your reservation with a password.
Hmm.
So if you see the red light on, you would go up to that firebox, if you know where it is. And when you hit the button to go in, they'll say password and you'll say red light. They'll say how many people or ask you how many people are in your party. And they'll say, I have an hour and you can accept and they'll buzz the door and let you in.
Look at that. We just dropped some
Very
knowledge.
Very complex.
Mhm.
It's really neat.
I'm gonna have to look for that now. I do be downtown, every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pay attention to that.
I will tell you the lights nearly never on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays.
He's gonna be down there just like camped out, just waiting. It's like never
Sometimes you can buzz and
happens.
go, do you have
You're
a
just
do you
gonna have
know?"
hey, you have been getting a little better with your time management, so maybe you could your next step with that recovery could just be
Oh,
to make a
okay.
That's it.
reservation.
Make a reservation.
So, with all the list of restaurants you have, it's kind of an
Mhm.
accomplishment to me to have that many restaurants and bars at one time.
So I look
Especially in
tired.
this weird world we live in.
Is there like a favorite kid?
So it's funny because obviously you're not allowed to have a favorite, but if I had to choose, it's Mazara's, and that's because that's named after my grandparents. That's my
Okay.
mother's maiden name,
Okay.
and it's all of my family recipes. So I get to go and eat my mother's meatballs and my grandmother's, pasta and sausage
And
and
it is oh so
yes.
good.
So
So
it's family recipes kind of deal.
Mhm.
Okay, I did not know
Yes.
that either. It's interesting.
Yeah.
See, we're learning a lot today. glad we
Crushing
had
it.
you on. I'm pretty sure a lot of people live in Athens, didn't realize that either.
Yeah, so like Little Mazara's, it's so funny because we call Athens Little Mazara's
Yeah.
and big Huntsville Big Mazara's, just to kind of keep them separated when we're having conversations. So the restaurants, obviously, it's an iteration of Big Mazara's, but the menus are slightly different.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it gives people from Huntsville a reason to come to Athens and vice versa. So you know what I mean? I love that.
For the true fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and people will tell me all the time. I probably get more compliments on the design, decor, and atmosphere of Little Mazara's than any of the other restaurants, which blows my mind because they're all very different.
Mhm.
But I think each one of them has their own atmosphere that just hits the mark.
Yeah. Plus, the atmosphere is very different than anything else we have down
Mhm.
here.
Oh yeah,
Well, you are here today because this weekend in Athens we have the Food and Wine Festival. It is going to be this Saturday, November the 1st, from 1 to 4 p.m. And this is the second
It is the second annual. We
annual.
were wildly successful on our first one last year, which was also in November. And it was very popular, and people they wanted us to come back next week. I was like, no, 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 no. This takes time to build and to plan. So some details that the poster, banners, billboards don't say is that we will have over 50 wines to taste. We will have celebrity chef Jared from Nashville cooking up, I think he's doing lamb chops and shrimp and grits. And that's all in the pavilion. So if you have a ticket, that gets you in the pavilion. You'll get a bracelet. You'll be able to taste all these wines. You'll talk to some wine experts, and you can taste Chef Jared from Nashville's food.
And it is free admission. The tickets are just for the tasting, for the wine,
Correct.
and for the chef that we
Right. So outside of the pavilion are so many vendors that are all local to Athens. They're going to be your farmers market vendors. They could be your current retail shop vendors, as well as two food trucks. That's all outside the pavilion, free. There'll be places to sit and watch live music. The Lana White Band will be here. That's also free. And we will have two food trucks, Ramona
Ramon
J's
J's is one of them.
and
Taste of Maine.
Maine. Yeah,
Taste of
Taste of
Maine.
Taste
Maine.
of Maine.
We see them
Um,
often here. They're always Project 5 downtown Athens. We
With the
see
lobster
them.
rolls.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
So
see
you got the PR.
Lobster.
Lobster.
we see them both in any Athens events. They're kind of around, so people are
I
definitely
love it.
familiar with those two food trucks.
Which is great. So you know right then and there, like there's gonna be some food. Some of our vendors are, I think they're doing. I guess there's gonna be some vegetables, but oh my gosh, I can't remember. Cinnamon rolls, I
Mm.
Oh
think is on
gosh.
there. There's a bunch of different little food vendors. There's honey that's gonna be made fresh right here in Athens that you can purchase.
You
There'll
said
be
there would
some.
also be a bar with.
Yes. So if you're looking at the pavilion, as soon as you walk up, you will see where you're going to get checked in, get your IDs checked, where you can taste the wine, the food, and then it's kind of sectioned off towards the back. And facing the opposite entrance will be the bar where you can walk up, even if you didn't buy a ticket, and purchase glasses of wine or beer.
So if you don't buy a ticket, you just show up the day of and just get the feel, the experience of it.
Yes.
And
And
even
then,
if you didn't buy a ticket, she said you could buy a ticket there.
yeah, so if you
Yep.
start smelling the food from Chef Jared, or
You've seen all
you
that
get a little
wine.
curious, you're like, okay, let me go ahead and pay the $70 and get this experience.
And I believe that Chef Jared just made a cookbook, and he'll be signing the cookbooks and selling them there as well.
Very cool.
Which his Instagram is at chef_Jared, and there's JEROD. If you do want to go check his page out and see, his skills or talent.
Oh,
For
yeah.
those that like to pre-check the menu before
You know,
they go.
you know, it's a lot of people. Let me see what you're talking about before I go.
My husband is like number one. He's already got the menu scoped out. He knows
Nice.
it's like a studying before a test.
Right. Well, you're walking in the door. Waitress is like, "What do you want?" I want orders his appetizer, his dinner, his
Yeah.
dessert. I like
Exactly.
it. I like it.
So with it being the second year of it, is there something that y'all learned from the first year? Like, okay, let's do this different, or did y'all change anything, or is it kind of a model of the same?
This year is a model of last year. I think it was well attended. It was easy to put together, and everything went so smooth. Having said that, I do think next year, as we grow the event, I think we can grow past the farmers market and up to that little street that's right above.
Push it out further.
Yeah, and I'd really love to start talking to some artists, local from the region. So Huntsville artists, Athens artists, to do a artist row where they could put up booths and sell their artwork.
That's
And
nice.
I think next year, I thought, let's just do one more, just the way I know.
Get
Let's
the kinks out.
get the
that
buzz
out,
around.
right.
Get because I would say we probably had about 150, maybe 200 people last year. I think we'll have more this year, and then we'll say, okay, we're ready to grow. People know what's going on now.
So I was not able to make it last year to the Athens one, but I have been to Huntsville's Food and Wine Festival, and I enjoy Huntsville's a lot. I get my little glass and I go around getting my sips.
You have your sips.
I do.
I can just see you
Sometimes you get white.
Are you a pinky up or a pinky down?
I'm a pinky up.
I like it. I could have called that.
I got
could
it.
have called
You
it.
can pick
I
them
got
out,
it.
can't you?
I mean, I feel
I
like
do
you
that.
got to get the little swirl. You
That's
I
get the,
mean, I
why.
feel like
you got to
that's
get the
tea in
aroma.
England, not wine.
I don't know. I just feel like it's just natural. It's just natural.
Hmm.
I don't
I
know.
mean, if I got a glass like this, I'm drinking it pinky down. But if I got like a little flute
We got a
glass,
A
stem.
yeah,
stem.
yeah, a little stem glass, the pinky
Yeah,
got it. It's just
Mary,
natural. It just feels natural
I
to just
feel
stick
ya.
that pinky out. And just,
Okay, okay. I have actually heard that you're supposed to drink your white with a stem because you want it to stay full, and that way you don't have to keep touching it. Is that true?
So, no, you would drink your red and white with a stem. It's totally
Okay.
fine. But your hands actually are very, very warm.
Right.
And we in Alabama like our drinks very, very cold. I would say if you were in Napa or with a wine expert, they would say we drink our white wines too cold. And so for a white wine, you'd almost want to cup the bowl
Okay.
just to warm it up, just to get a touch of the fragrance that you're going to miss when it's too chilled.
Right.
But let's say it's served perfectly, then you want to hold your glass at the stem and never touch the bowl because your hands will warm it up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, but they're usually always in a stem as far as whether it's red, white. We even have stemless sparkling glasses at our restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love a stem. I love a good stem.
Me too.
That's-
I must say, there's a lot of rules to wine I've learned over the years, and I still don't know them all yet.
What?
There's really not
No
that many rules
rules.
with wine. That's a misconception,
Yeah.
right?
No
I mean, you're the
rules.
educator here, but I was told when we went to Napa because I this is going to be such a faux pas thing to say, but the guy actually did not judge me. Maybe he did when he went back in. But I like my red even a little chilled, not cold, but just a little chilled.
So that's not a faux pas. That's actually how every winemaker in America
Well,
drinks their wine.
and he told me,
recommended.
I said, I know this is probably about to embarrass you, but I like my red a little chilled.
Mhm.
He's like, I can go get you some a little chilled because
Yes.
wine is meant to be enjoyed. You know,
Oh,
that's
100%.
why you drink
So you're
it.
supposed to drink red wine room temp.
So they
Most
say,
people do.
however
I thought white wine was room temp and
Mm-mm.
red was chilled.
No, other way.
See,
Whatever you like, sir.
I told you. See, look at that.
We need to get you in the restaurant. I need you to belly up to a bar.
Listen,
And
sometimes
we
I've
need to
said I
drink
don't
some
have enough.
wine.
I
I like
can
it.
always use more white friends.
Yes.
That's my wine friends.
There's no wrong way to drink. There's no wrong way to drink wine. We're gonna lay that out right now. In fact, if you ever have me on again,
You trying to hold that one back?
I mean,
I mean, you know, we don't.
I'm a
we don't-
Renaissance woman. You know, I can get down with whatever.
We don't
got
grow
going
up
on.
drinking wine. Like I didn't grow up with wine
I
in my
didn't grow
kitchen.
up drinking wine.
I'm
My
just
parents were
saying.
like, we don't drink anything.
maybe wine
ever."
coolers. Do you drink wine coolers?
Yeah,
You might be
like
too
at
young.
your friend's house. You know,
Right.
not
Yeah.
in front of your parents.
I will say, I think.
I didn't have proper parents. Okay, like
Well, let me ask this question. Speaking of that, culturally, do you think there's a difference in how we take in wine? Because like me being black, I like my wine sweet, like my Kool-Aid.
Mhm. I would say that is not exclusive
it's not. And
to
go ahead.
being black. I think there is a palette for every flavor profile, and I drink a lot of wine, and I like sweet wine with rather than a dessert wine. And people drink port wine and the botrytis wines and the semillons, and they are so sweet. And they're red wine drinkers. They're big dry drinkers, but that's like their dessert wine.
Yeah,
So
I would say I don't like it too sweet.
Everyone will
like
I
dabble.
think you all. So when I first started drinking wine, there was this couple that had moved here and with the military, and wherever they had lived before, she used to do these wine tastings, and I had never drank wine in my life. And we started going to this couple's house,
Nice.
doing these wine tastings, and I I thought all wine was disgusting. But I liked when she first started those. I liked Riesling. I was like, okay, this is good, right?
Rieslings are great.
And that's about it. Like I felt like it wasn't too sweet,
Yeah.
but I was like I couldn't drink anything more dry than that. Now I'm probably not going to go towards a Riesling. I mean, every now and then, like in a tasting, you'll find a good one. I've kind of gradually worked my way up the scale of like to the drier is what I prefer.
Okay.
But I've also incorporated red into it because I used to would not touch red. So I feel like you kind of acquire a taste as you
definitely the more you taste, I have people who say, "Oh, I don't like Chardonnay," and I'll give them a Chardonnay, and they say, "That's amazing." So it's about drinking and finding the right wine for you.
Right.
We always keep sweet wine on our menus. We have a Lambrusco. If you've never had a Lambrusco, I'm
I don't
telling
drink
you, I
enough
could
to
set
know
you
the
off on a
name. You said Riesling.
Lambrusco.
I don't know what. I just know
A
red. I know red
Lambrusco
and white.
is a sparkling or effervescent red sweet wine from Italy, and it's delicious. And I will drink it. That should be chilled. Um, so it's definitely personal preference. Next time, if you have me on again, I'm going to come with some more wine education
I
because
was about to say we need a whole episode just on
just
wine.
on wine, because there's the Wine Drinker's Bill of Rights, and I would love to bring that to you so you can read it.
I love
At
that.
the end of the day, it's be respectful, it's enjoy yourself, it's don't worry about what other people are drinking. I mean, it's like 24 items of like, it's all
You
about
haven't
having
even
fun.
got started on the champagne, like
Yeah.
the sparkling. That's just a whole nother world.
So
But you should go into a wine bar or a shop and be able to say, hey, this is what I like. And they should be able to accommodate that with an amazing wine. So we will start out, somebody comes in and they say, oh, I don't really drink a lot of wine. We'll say, do you drink sweet tea or unsweet tea? And if they say sweet tea, I'm going to lean you towards the sweeter wines. And then some people say, yeah, I understand. I don't want that sweet. So now you want a fruit forward wine. Pinot Noirs are a great entry level into like wines. And then we can slowly build you up to those bigger, bolder cabs. When it comes to red wines, I like Zinfandel and I like Merlot. I like a big fruit forward red wine.
Same.
But when it's my white wines, I'm all about dry.
Same.
I always said if I was a wine, I'd be a Sancerre. I love Sancerres through and through.
I wish I knew names of wines so I can tell you what I don't like because definitely it's something I've had at like the wine fest in Huntsville. I'm like, nah, that ain't.
All right,
that ain't for me.
Next week I'll set it up. We're here at the Ale House anyway. I'll set it up. We're having a wine tasting.
That's
We're gonna
right.
go down the row. The end should be really fun because we'll be like,
Maybe we should record on Saturday. Go Saturday and record. Yeah, let's
I was
record
just
it.
gonna say, if
We
you
should-
guys want to bring your equipment, and then at some point I'll step aside with y'all and I'll say, what are you tasting? What do you like? And I bet you before you leave there'll be a wine you go, this I really like.
Well, when going through the Huntsville, I learned that like muscadine wine. I didn't know there was a muscadine wine until I went there.
it's really common around here.
Yeah, that's what I learned. A
Alabama
lot of
wine.
Alabama make muscadine. It's
Yeah.
a couple local ones that I get from Alabama.
Yeah.
Well, because not a ton grows here. But I did learn from going to the winery a couple weekends ago that there's all kinds of hybrid grapes now, which is how Texas came to have a wine region because they have that similar kind of climate that we do. And so now they're starting to grow these hybrid grapes where they can produce wines besides just like muscadine.
I'll tell you, Jules Bird is making Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's not bad. It's some good juice. You know, so I think those lines are getting very blurred.
Yeah.
I think that you can now start really producing all different varietals here, where before we were very much always sweet wines. And
Or
like you said,
people buy
muscadines
grapes.
and stuff. Yeah, you can definitely buy grapes. And that's the difference between a winery and a vineyard.
Right.
If you go to a winery, our steward out of Oregon is probably one of my favorites. He doesn't have a vineyard, so he buys grapes, and his Lazy River is coming from a vineyard called Lazy River, and that's the name of his wine. He's making Pinot Noir. So
Well,
they
then
can do
even
that here as
Arrington
well.
in Tennessee, they grow some of theirs and then some they don't.
Right, exactly.
So
You get some good wines here, but if you like muscadine, then you drink muscadine. Don't you let
Yes.
someone tell you not to. And you want to put ice in your white wine, you put ice in your white wine. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's okay. Put ice in wine. Just
No,
sounds weird.
no,
Yeah, I don't know.
no.
Like, why you
Totally.
watering down your wine? That's like putting water. That's like putting ice in your bourbon. Like just drink your bourbon.
I will give you I'll give you another hint on that one. So what we do, especially in the summer months, we do keep the whites pretty chilled because that's our clientele. But you should take your green grapes from the supermarket and freeze them.
that's great.
And then you put those in your wine. They will chill your wine, but they won't melt.
That sounds good. Actually,
And
they
it's cute,
they
looks
eat the
good.
grape.
You can eat the
As
grape.
ice cubes. They're ice cubes to start with.
Okay.
And they're
that
ice
sounds
cubes,
good.
and they won't
Love
water
that.
down your
I like that too.
wine. I got you.
Some of that.
I do enjoy going to Little Mazzaras for the fact that I can always say, well, what do you suggest?
Yeah.
Because they'll always have something new. Have like, try this one. If
And
you tell them
something
what you like.
that will pair with what you're eating. You know,
Uh-huh.
if you're having I don't know. I think they have an amazing pork chop on the menu. You know, obviously you want to maybe do a Pinot Noir that'll go really well with more gamey meats. But if you're having meatballs and pasta, then let's go into that Chianti, right? Let's go to Tuscany and really play with
Right.
those wines. But maybe you're having shrimp scampi, and then we're going to lean you into those Chardonnays, which from California is great with seafood. And I think they even have some nice white Italian wines in there as well.
Well, I'm glad y'all brought the food and wine festival to Athens. 'Cause I think it's something that we need,
Sure.
especially as we're growing. But my thing too with Athens is like different than Madison, is different than Huntsville.
Yes.
So it's like, Huntsville has their wine festival. Athens will
Mhm.
offer a different vibe. So maybe
Yes.
one day them Huntsville people can stop thinking Athens is the boonies,
Sign
drop
up.
30 minutes on the interstate, and you're in Athens. It's a different wine
Actually,
fest.
I've
Maybe
gotten a
40
lot of
tops.
good feedback about Athens from people in Huntsville lately. I mean,
Yes.
it's kind of a getaway for them to come to
It
like a
is.
cuter little
Listen,
charming
the
town.
shopping down here is amazing.
It is good.
I was walking around downtown Athens just yesterday, talking about the festival, getting posters in the
Mhm.
shops, and I couldn't even help myself. Adorable dresses. I got a couple of different tops, purses. I got a flag for Halloween that is amazing for my house. I mean, you have gifts, you have clothing, you have
Mhm.
decor. I was like, I love the shopping
I
here.
think people, like, I always say, people in Huntsville sleep on Athens. Like
Mm,
being in Athens, we grew up having to drive to Huntsville for stuff. It's like Huntsville is not far to us. Like
right.
we've had to go there for a lot of things throughout our whole
Mm.
life. I'm 39, so we're just now in the past couple of years actually
Yes.
getting things where
But we also
we can
never
stay
dreamed
local.
we'd have something
No,
like the food and wine
drinking
festival.
outside, walking out on the square and having a cup of wine in my hand.
Yeah.
Speaking of an ale house, they got wine slushes.
Hmm.
Having being outside with a wine slush. No, I would never
Amazing.
thought we'd be outside in
No.
Athens with
Yeah.
What a
alcohol.
time to be alive.
Was and then we are always participating in the summer sipping and the.
Yeah.
I would do
Hmm.
something with hot chocolate and I mean like
They do
just
the
all of that.
cider thing.
Yeah, sipping cider. That's it.
Hmm.
That's coming up.
In December. Yep.
Which is super fun. So that kind of really leans into that.
Hmm.
And then just to even have the selection of restaurants that y'all have now between Salty Cod and Old Black Bear, Crystal and
For
Mazzeras, and
sure.
everything that's coming up. I mean, I do wine dinners here, and people are just always so gracious. They're always so excited. They're always thanking us for bringing that. They're like, I used to go to Huntsville for these, and now I'm in Athens, and I can walk home. And I was like, that's
Yes.
amazing. That's really changing a culture and enjoying where you live is an amazing thing.
Definitely.
That's my thing. Enjoying where you live.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's like I said, greater Huntsville area. Like we're all connected. It's kind of
Yeah.
like one symbiote. We're all growing together. It's like enjoying the entire area.
100%, and that's also the reason why the menu at Little Mazzares is different than Big Mazzares, specifically to say, well, you may really like Big Mazzares, but have you seen what's on the menu in Athens? And get them in their car and have them drive down. They already know they love the food. Then they come down here and they're like, this,
Right.
the entire city is great. And hopefully they eat with us and then go down and drink at the ale house, right? And go wander around to your bar scene after that.
I've always considered this area, Athens, Madison, Huntsville, to me is similar to what Nashville, Brentwood, Franklin is.
Mm-hmm.
Nashville, your Huntsville. Brentwood is Madison.
Right.
Franklin is your Athens. We're not as big yet, but that stretch, like
Yeah.
everything just goes one flow through.
And I don't know if you need to be that big. I think
Yeah.
you're keeping this amazing historic downtown Athens quaint.
Mhm.
And if they want big, they can go to Huntsville. If they're looking for quaint, they come here, and you have two different attractions to that.
True.
You know.
Being quaint, just ask you this question because being in Athens, a lot of cheap people here. They see $70. Oh man, 70. What would say the value of that? If someone was on the fence, like I don't know about spending $70.
I think knowing you're going to have over 50 wines to taste, and we are not telling you to taste 50 wines, by the way.
I would tell you say 50. I'll get my $70 worth.
What I'm telling you is there is something for everyone.
Yeah.
And so if you like sweet wines, those might be the wines you look on the list and say, I want to have. If I really am not really into the white wines, I want to go into the reds. I really like the big Cabernets. So, but there's something for everyone. So I think knowing there's that many wines to taste, you have a comfort level that there's going to be something that you like. All the wines are for sale. So we're going into the holidays. It's a perfect time to start figuring out what wines do you need to have at home to entertain. And maybe you're looking for wines at a certain price point. And then, oh my gosh, I have an anniversary celebration coming up. I have a birthday coming up. Being able to taste the wine before you purchase it is amazing. Now you know what it tastes like. You already know you like it. There's a celebrity chef coming in from Nashville. Chef Jared's going to cook lamb, and he's gonna cook shrimp and grits, which is all added into there. It just makes for a really fun afternoon. But having said all that, which I think brings the value, I have over 100 tickets sold, so I don't think Athens is sleeping on the
Okay,
opportunity.
I'm
So,
underestimating my people
yeah,
here.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think there's a lot of people here looking for this adventure in their backyard.
Is
Very
it
cool.
no? Is it unlimited tastings?
Yes. But we do not suggest that you taste all 50 wines.
Unless maybe
She
you're
can't.
walking
She
home.
can't say that. I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting everything. I'm
You
trying.
got to get back in your car and drive, though.
Man, listen, we'll find a way home.
72 is wild out
This is
there.
Athens. We ain't got too far to go home.
Right.
Uh,
You're walking home. It's
We ain't
unlimited.
got too
I'm
far.
walking. He's driving.
But Athens Food and Wine Festival, November the
Mm.
1st, this Saturday, 1 to 4 p.m. at the Athens Farmers Market. So
Right.
Yep.
I'm gonna show up this time.
Same.
You know, you're gonna be there
Yeah.
I'll
too.
be there
so.
too.
And I think it's just going to get bigger and grow more. I'd love to get more opinions from people. What would you like to see? I think if you compare it to these, you're going to the Epcot Food and Wine. It's not going to be Epcot, but
No.
you know what? There will be some amazing food in the pavilion. There's going to be some food trucks. There's going to be some local farmers market people, and that's kind of the food. So I think that expectation, but a ton of amazing wine. Plus, you don't have to buy a ticket to have a glass of wine and listen to the Lana White band playing up on the stage. And just kind of hanging out, enjoy your farmers market in your city,
Very cool.
and in the pavilion where you guys have invested. I mean, that entire area is beautiful.
It's very cool. Yeah, it is.
The new pavilion's great. We have bathrooms on site instead of porta potties. I love that. There's an actual stage that's built for music.
Don't let the string lights. I love the string lights.
String lights, and the fact that I don't even know if you know that the ground there was literally made so if it was to rain an hour before, the ground will be dry within an hour
Yep.
because of the drainage and all of the time, money invested into this little area that you guys have that needs to be utilized, and the community needs to gather and really.
We are
enjoy
very
it.
lucky to have it.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's a beautiful space.
Not to jump off the wine festival, but I do have a question for you. 'Cause I
I
think
love
you are the
questions.
perfect person for this question.
Oh.
It just so happened you're here. And we had this kind of, let's say, controversy pop up the last week in Athens, and it got it this week too. And
Okay.
you kind of fit the mold for like
Oh,
all the
boy.
categories.
I
in
know where
this.
this is going. I'm
Oh,
like, this
boy.
was not rehearsed. I
I really thought
Not.
about it. Her sitting here, her name, and all there. I was like, dang, she would be the perfect
thought
person. to
about it
ask.
too. I just didn't know if it was like.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
boy.
she definitely the
Proper.
perfect one. So Athens this past week, we've gotten a lot of people, a lot of drama stirred up,
Okay.
and
Not we.
not us, no, just community, maybe the
Community
more the
drama.
county, the city.
We
So
just talk about the drama.
Reese
We're not actually part of it.
was
They're,
now.
they're more about tea than they are about wine, is what I'm hearing here.
So recently it was announced that we're getting an Olive Garden.
I did read that.
Okay, so Olive Garden from the city is getting what I consider a tax break back. And the city is essentially over 6 years going to reinvest back into them $600,000. It's something that they're going to pay back in arrears to Olive Garden.
Mhm.
So, my question for you, being a business owner, having local businesses, is there a way that you view about the big box boys coming in and they're getting incentives to move into your city versus being a local owner?
So, as a small business, is it frustrating? Absolutely. But as a business person, looking at the bigger picture for your city and your community, I think it's a necessary evil.
Right.
They're doing it because they know that it'll draw people here, and that's pretty invaluable. It's definitely frustrating, but I get it. I understand why it's happening, and they're doing their research. They've done the homework. Anytime I hear of these big things, whether it's Publix is coming and Starbucks is coming, me as a business person who put everything, like just me and my husband that own our businesses, we don't have partners, put everything we own on what is essentially a gamble, makes us feel smarter because if they're coming, they spend probably $1 million on the research and all the analytics, and they've put a thumbs up. I mean, that's a big kudos to your city. That means you're growing, you're valuable, you're attractive, and we kind of gambled on that, and now I feel smarter. I'm like, see, I know, we
Right.
know, you know,
We were here before.
yeah. So I kind of like that sometimes. I'm like, yes. Where everything's like, that's what I thought. That's exactly what we were anticipating. That's what we were hoping.
Right.
And so by hearing that, I do get excited. I do think it's frustrating that small businesses don't get that, but they are a national draw. They are an attraction. Supermarkets, not supermarkets, but super centers do better with anchors.
Yeah.
They just do. And
And it
I,
attracts a different crowd too.
yeah, and you know what? You're not going to compare my meatballs
That's what I was going to ask you
Right.
too
to
as
Olive
well.
Garden's meatballs.
So you got
and then you're
someone.
going to go, oh my God,
Yeah.
Mazara's is so good.
Do you worry about that being it's kind of the same field Italian, both Italian
So
food?
different.
So
Okay,
different.
that's what
Yeah.
okay. That's what I say to people. I'm like, you wouldn't compare them two together. Like there'll be
Right.
two individual type of
It's
restaurants.
apples and oranges.
We're making one from
honestly.
scratch. We make our pasta from scratch. They're rolling it. Our focaccia's bread is
So
made
good.
every single morning. And obviously Olive Garden is prepackaged, and there's a market for that. And I don't begrudge them that model. I should aspire to be, that successful. And I think when you do need an anchor to make something successful, and I didn't spend $1 million to do the research and analytics. So so I think altogether from a small business, I'm super excited for the area and the people to bring. And I think they may go eat at Olive Garden on a Monday, but maybe celebrate with us and then go, oh my gosh, it's apples and oranges and I got to come
So I
back.
kind of say at the point, like if someone like Athens, we're in the middle of Huntsville, Nashville, Birmingham. We're essentially we connect the north and the south,
Yeah.
and then the Huntsville traffic come through. So like someone driving down the interstate, more than likely you see them signs on the side. You see the Olive Garden sign. It's a recognizable name. That was going to pull you off the interstate, seeing something you recognize. But you come into Athens, like, oh man, let me go back to Athens, a nice town. Then you start looking up, okay, what else do they have? And then they might pull up a local spot to go
I
visit the
also
next
think
time.
that people automatically realize that downtowns is where the locals are going.
Yeah.
Downtown is where the mom and pops are.
Yes.
They're going to go out to the parkways for the big names. We got Huntsville Cheddars, and they've got Juicy Crab, and
Yeah.
they've got all those,
Right.
which is all good and fine. But when you want authentic mom and pop food,
You gotta
Right.
look for
they're
it and
going
go to it.
downtown.
Yeah.
They're going to downtown Huntsville, where a majority of all our restaurants are in downtown Huntsville and downtown Athens. I love downtowns. I love that you'll walk down the street and see the person outside sweeping the floors because they own the business and they're making sure it's clean. And, we're washing our windows. We're doing it ourselves. This isn't like, oh, here comes in that corporate van with the window washers to come and do those businesses. We're doing it ourselves. And I think at drawing people to our downtown, you really want, in any city, I think in America, if you go downtown, you're going to get the authenticity of that city.
Well, you compared it to Brentwood and Franklin, and like, I'd personally rather do Franklin any day over Brentwood
I love
because
Franklin.
you can go and go and go, and there's still so much to see and do and eat. Where places to eat.
Yeah.
Columbia, Tennessee is another really cool one. That's
yeah?
and their downtown is not by the interstate. You kind of got to get off and drive a little ways, but totally worth it because there's so much good stuff there. So I think downtown Athens is the same.
And I think we should remember there's 7 days in the week, and I just need one. Come and eat with me. If everybody's eating,
That's a good one.
I just need
I
one.
only need one day.
I only need one day. So go try it out. Compare. I will crush you, Olive Garden. Just kidding.
But I said too, Olive Garden could pull the Madison crowd in too as well. Because like I said, Olive Garden in Athens to Madison would be an easier drive than going all the way down University, almost to to the Parkway.
Yeah.
So they come into Athens and they started looking, okay, what else is in Athens too as well? So, so Little Mazzaro's in Athens. Oh, is this?
Exactly.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
I want to try authentic Italian.
Yeah, whatever brings in the body, you just need to bring in the people.
Right. And you gotta hit every economic denominator as well. And so that hits a certain market that we can still have people come out, enjoy themselves, and spend time and money in the city.
I mean, you got like Olive Garden's gonna hit like your whole entire family with all the kids, or maybe on a Sunday after church.
I mean, they have bottomless. Is it breadsticks? I don't even know.
Yeah, and then date night, take me to Little Mazzaro's, please.
So I would say I'm not a big Olive Garden person, but I'm also not a big Italian food person.
Because you haven't had the right time.
I just feel like I make spaghetti at home.
No.
Wow.
It's not real.
I know, but I'm a simple eater. I eat spaghetti and chicken Alfredo. That's like.
But
we have chicken Alfredo.
You can.
But we're making that from scratch. So this is the kind of pasta that you don't need any teeth. When Grandma take her teeth out, come eat at Mazara's.
And you can tell them, hey, I like my spaghetti at home.
Put the teeth on the table, Grandma.
They can tell you what to get.
I've
It is
never
the
heard that.
best.
You take the teeth out. You
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
homemade pasta is very similar to crepes. It's
Okay.
very light,
So
very
soft.
thin. It's super soft. I mean, it's a different world.
Now you
Homemade
got me
pasta.
questioning if I've ever had homemade pasta.
Yeah, your box pasta is waxed, so
Yeah.
it's a whole different beast from homemade pasta that's literally made that morning. Yeah, it just melts in your mouth.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just
I
don't
want-
know what you're missing yet.
Maybe I am. So I'm racking my brain. I'm trying to think if I ever went to any
And our
place
meatballs
that
are the best.
homemade.
You would know it. If you had, you would
would
not
know.
have to be racking your brain right now.
I would agree. You would know it. It's a different beast. Now it's only our string pasta that we make from scratch. So tubular pasta takes a whole different piece of the machines that we don't have. So those are bought. But the
Okay.
strings, so your spaghetti and your fettuccine alfredo, all those string pastas. We make our gnocchi. If we ever have gnocchi on the menu, we make that from scratch. And we typically make our raviolis from scratch as well.
So when I get
I'm
ready,
getting hungry right now.
next time I get ready to go, I'm gonna just eat this and shoot you a text like, okay, what should I be getting?
Yes.
Or we can just all we can all
Yes.
have like a date night.
And
The four of us.
I expect a video.
Yeah.
This is the best pasta I've ever. These meatballs came from outer space. That's what I want to eat.
Sir's like,
I
can
mean,
I get
that's a
some
high
muscadine?
bar.
Can I get
That's a
some
high bar. I'm
muscadine?
just saying.
Muscadine wine with my spaghetti.
What do you eat? What kind of wine you eat spaghetti?
I mean, whatever.
What kind of
You
wine
like.
goes good with spaghetti?
If it's a red sauce, then you'd go red wine. If I do my shrimp scampi over spaghetti, so that I would do with a white
Mushrooms?
wine.
You said mushrooms?
Mushrooms, no. So the spaghetti and meatballs would be red sauce, red wine,
Mhm.
but the shrimp scampi and
Shrimp
spaghetti
scampi.
would be white wine. But if we did have a pasta mushrooms, then I would go Pinot Noir. You want to go more French or Italian for that one would be more Italian. If you're having spaghetti and meatballs, go more California.
Okay.
There's like a whole science to it.
We got so much to learn. I didn't even know we needed to learn all this.
Yeah, she might have
I
to
mean,
come,
she knows way
she
more
might
than
have
me,
to come
but
back
I
again.
can help you get started.
You're gonna join Little Mazara's Wine Club.
Yep.
We do a 5-course sit-down wine tasting with food pairing, one Tuesday a month. And then as the club grows, it'll be more Tuesday, like maybe 2 Tuesdays a month. Right now, it's 1 Tuesday a month. We sit in the bar area and we feed you and give you alcohol and tell you all about it. You're gonna learn while you drink. You'll learn how to
That's
pair
you
it.
said the wine club?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, super fun.
I have to look into that.
It's super fun. I think we have almost 20 members already.
I've never been in the wine club. It sounds interesting. I can always drink. Drinking is not my problem.
You're gonna
We're gonna introduce a little
I'm
culture.
picky with my food. With my drinking, you know what? I can knock you.
I will say the wine pairings for Wine Club, the food is made specifically for the wine,
Mhm.
so it's not anything we have on a menu. It is 2 bites of food, but it is unique. So you may have to go out of your comfort zone a little and taste some of the
Sometimes
fun stuff.
you just gotta trust people.
Yeah,
You know,
and look around, everyone else is eating it. It's gonna be
unless it's
fine.
just something you absolutely hate.
Right, we're allergic to shellfish. Let us know. We're not here to kill you. I assure you.
All right. Well, I guess we can wrap it up with
Well,
that.
thank you
It
so
sounds pretty
much.
good.
Absolutely. Thanks for
You
having
came
me
here
as
and
your
you gave it-
first.
Hey, I'm saying, yeah, first guest, and you gave me so much knowledge, information I didn't know I needed. But as we said, this is Stephanie Mel, COO, Church Street Family. This weekend, Athens Food and Wine Festival, 1 to 4, free admission. So even if you don't drink wine, you can just come,
Yes.
take in the festivities, listen to live music. There's food
Eat
trucks.
food
Just
truck.
enjoy. Just come outside and enjoy Athens. Enjoy the event.
Yep. Right there at the Farmers Market Pavilion.
Will you be there?
I will be
Okay.
there.
So
All
we'll
right.
all be there. So
Can't
hopefully
wait.
we see y'all there.
We might even film something there.